All right. Where is this playing from? We're just going to turn that down a little bit. Give this a little check, make sure it sounds okay. How is that sounding? I think we're good. Okay. So, what I wanted to do didn't work. Not very surprised. But what I'd like to check is these. Okay. Nope, it's messed up. Maximum 200 characters. Okay. Okay, wait, does this work then? And then the Twitch one, does that work? Why did it send us 5 messages? That's not how I intended that to work at all. Well, it kind of works. Call it good enough. So today is the Steam Summer Sale, for those who are not aware. Or I guess the summerly spend money on games and not play them. Is there anything good yet? Borderlands 3 for $3. Probably pretty... I think that's worth it. Outlast 2 is only $2. That actually doesn't seem too bad. All right. We're going to do 1 or 2 runs on Slay the Spire. This is just... Okay, this one is messed up, so I need to remove that. Was it wrong on the YouTube one too? Extra scuffed. Okay. We are so back. I don't know which is going to be the best route to go. We're going to do the defect. We're going to see if we can get him to Ascension 3. Maybe we can go fast. Reboot's good. Not the move. Charge batter at the start is good. I think I'm getting better at this. I haven't played actually in a little bit. I went on a horrible addiction run with Counter-Strike. And it got this off my mind a little bit, but I put a little bit of time. It was bad. This is just strike. Capacitor early is good. I like that. Let's remove a defend early. Early genetic algorithm, I think, is also super good. I'm going to upgrade this early, because I think if we get it now and we just keep grinding it up and... oh, no. Okay. I think I'm going to lose the knob. Still not enough. But that is. Okay. That's pretty good. Ooh, that's a good pickup. I need a rest. Well, it can't be knob again, so it's probably safe to go this way. Oh, what's not dead? This makes us 10 blocks, so let's just start racking it up. Am I gonna lose? I think I'm gonna lose. I just lost. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well that was not a good run. Not a good run. Is there any path to get to an elite with 1, 2? It's possible. Receive unblocked damage, channel 1 lightning. Oh, I should play genetic algorithm first. Early echo form? I need to hold echo form to play genetic algorithm twice. I think this is worth the 7 damage. No genetic algorithm. That's what I want. Play this twice. Now that's up to 5 block permanently. Do 7 damage, draw 1 card for each unique orb. I think Go for the Eyes is probably pretty safe to have. Ooh. Okay. Take one. Should get this. I can play this twice. That's becoming a better card every turn. And I won. Whenever you add a power card to your deck, upgrade it. Ooh. Yes, please. Pawn, pick up, choose a skill to start each combat with this card in your hand. This would probably be a smart thing to do, because then I just get it forever. But this is also free. Okay. That has become an incredibly useful card. Oh. Is there a better way to play around with... It is what it is. Akabeko. Your first deck. Each combat deals an additional 8. Okay. Innate, gain 10 block immediately. Do 15 damage, reduces card's combat cost by 1. By 1 this combat. This is a free 10. Like, literally a free 10, so... I think that's the better route. 10, 15, 25. Okay. Now we wait for Echo Form. What did I just do? I didn't see he was going to do 30. Well, that will kill him. I have to hope I get it next turn and an attack. Perfect. Deal 10 damage, put all 0 cards from your discard pile in your hand. Ball lightning. Well, we gotta go this way because I fucked up. Rest. I think we could still be okay. Damn it. That's what I want to see. This guy. $16, $11. Okay, we can block 12. So every time I attack, I'm going to channel 2 lightnings now, right? Nice. Put 1 card from your draw pile into your hand. Exhaust, vision. Remove all your orbs, gain energy, and draw 1 card. I think Seek's probably the best option here. That one. That is the best option for me. Ow. It didn't give me time to do the raid message. Oh! I totally missed it. Thank you for the raid, mid. How was your stream? What were you streaming here? Why are all of my alerts broken? How's everybody doing? I like the no time to do the raid message. I think that's even better. It's more organic. But how's everybody doing? Hold on. I gotta see if I can fix this. I'm hanging in there. I'm not doing great. Great Slay the Spire runs enough to go mow the yard before sun. I get what you're saying. Especially with all the rain we've been getting. Got to get out there when it's cool. It's almost better to mow your lawn at 3 in the morning, you know, if neighbors weren't a thing. Okay, hold on. I want to see if I can get this to work. I don't know why. Detour. Hold on. I thought I just fixed my alerts, and it seems every single time I fix them, they break immediately after. Well, I hope your runs went well. How far in are you, like ascension wise? I'm still, as everybody who has joined has told me, I am incredibly new to this and have a long way to go. Oh, okay. So it's just not playing. Hold on here. Damn you, Elgato. Ascension 20 for over. Blah, blah, blah. But we all think he cheated. You know what? Honestly, I think he did it legit. I have nothing to stand on, no ground or anything. So the alert sound just doesn't play for me. Interesting. But why? Don't let him see your secret save with me. I didn't see anything. No, that's not muted. I think I'm just going to set everything on fire. I think that would solve the problem. So that one works. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, Nick. Nicodemus? Nick? We're going to go with Nick. Is Crippling Cloud good on defect? I am not the person to ask. I have a whopping 20 hours. Well, Mid, I appreciate the raid. I'm sorry my alert is broken. Normally there's sounds, but as we all know how it goes, things... it's not a stream if it's not scuffed. Let's be honest. But for everybody who's new here, my name's Austin. I kind of just play games, and that's kind of what we do. Here and there, we do stream on both YouTube and Twitch. Don't let the overlords hear you say this, but I almost prefer the YouTube streams over the Twitch ones, just because not everybody likes chatting. I'm not into chatting that much, so I kind of like sitting back and chilling, which, if that's what you are, if you're a lurker, hang out, chill. I appreciate it. And if you want to chat, I'm here. But like I said, I like being able to go back and play through the VODs and kind of speed and catch up. What was I doing? Backseating here is perfectly allowed, just so we are all aware. Because I am still not great at this. I don't know, honestly, what it is. I don't really pick in like a set category or anything. I just kind of play what I want to play. Last year I was actually over in Japan, so I took pretty much the year off from streaming because I had a lot of PC troubles when I went over there, so last year I took pretty much the whole time off, but I play games from Final Fantasy to now Slay the Spire, which has been kind of my new recent addiction. The Forest. I'm on Ascension 18 on defect, so I wouldn't want to backseat. I'm on Ascension 2. I think this is a skip angle. Yeah, so I'm actually, I took a break, so I was actually going through and I finished up my bachelor's degree over the last couple months, which messed up some of my goals for the year, but I've knocked out my bachelor's relatively quick, but I'm playing through all the Final Fantasy games, and then I detoured and played Slay the Spire, which detoured a lot of it. But we just finished one last. We're going on to 2 next. But I want to go through all of them and then Kingdom Hearts games, just to kind of go down a nostalgia trip, because they were games I played so much growing up, and I haven't played them in like, what am I? I'm 28. I played probably like 15 years, decade and a half. Lose 40 gold, upgrade 2 random cards, remove and upgrade a card. But I haven't played a lot of those games in like 15 years, so I want to go back and play all of them, because basically at this point, even though I remember what happens in a lot of them, it's borderline of just fresh experience. One was a bit of a nightmare. Me too. All right, hold on. We're detouring real quick. I loved Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts 2. They were two of my favorite games. I was huge on PSP. I played literally thousands of hours in the Monster Hunter Freedom series, and then I played like Peace Walker and Birth by Sleep. I really did like Birth by Sleep, and I think it was a lot of the stuff like not getting the final mixes of the games and then having a lot of that stuff kind of trinkle and not carry over, and like you just get like glimpses of it on YouTube back in like 2014, 15 from the Japanese games. I really, really liked those, and I thought Birth by Sleep was good. And then when the Kingdom Hearts 3 got announced, I was so excited. I was like itching for it. And then pretty much every day after work, I'd come home and I'd just play it. It was a game I decided not to stream because it was one of those ones that was just kind of special. So it was the first time in probably 10 years I played a game on TV with a controller and just sat back and played it. And I was so disappointed. Like, I was so upset that it was just like it was way too easy. Two, I was so tired of the attractions. Like every five, like it was like you hit someone, hey, here's an attraction. Cool, you got the night of your attraction. Well, here's this. You can do the same attraction again. And I was like, this is insane. Like it's insanely boring. And it just left a real bitter taste in my mouth. So I didn't end up playing like was it Remind? I skipped most of it and just kind of let it die. But I want to revisit it. I want to give it a fair shot. I'm hoping it aged kind of similar to like how Borderlands did. Like Borderlands 3 at launch. I bought it. I was super excited for Borderlands. And then I played through it and I was like, this kind of sucks. It's no Borderlands 2. But I just replayed through it like a little while ago, like with my brother. I played through Borderlands 3. And the base game is better, right? Like I think the base game improved a lot since, you know, its initial launch. But even the DLCs just really aren't that fun. Like Borderlands 2 is so much better. But Borderlands 3 just felt off. Like it doesn't have the same feel. Like I like that there's a ton of guns, but I feel like having the option to just increase the legendary stuff takes away. Like I want to go sit there and I want to drive a car, hop up on that tower, farm for the bee shield for 12 hours, and then go kill the warrior and get a conference call and have to keep doing that and then moonshotting it and then restarting and just keep doing that over and over to get the guns I want. But being able to turn the difficulty up and then having like 90% of the guns spawn. I also felt like it had so much back and forth. And I know it's like that in Borderlands 2, but I feel like there was so much back and forth with this one. And the swamp world sucked. Like it was so miserable to run across that world every single time. I'm hoping, and I thought that the streamer concept was so fucking cringy. Sorry for those. I do swear. I try my best, but it is very, 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 very common. But but God, like that world was just fucking awful, and the streamer shit was just so fucking dumb. Like it was so bad. Like no one asked for that. No one at all. Like especially going from Jack, who I thought was a pretty good villain. Like he had there was great comedic timing throughout the story, even though the humor is kind of cringe, right? We can't deny it. But he was a good villain. But then you have the fucking twins and Typhon to Shitter. Just not it. Not a good combination. Yeah. Well, there's my rant on Borderlands. I'm hoping Borderlands 4 is better. It like already looks like a better start, but I think I will like actually like burn my PC though if there's any like Haktua memes or anything like that. I know the developer said he was not going to, but I swear like I will burn something down if there is. That's the problem, right? Is like it's one of those games that I want to get on launch, but I know it's not gonna be good until like a month or 3 months down the line. I swear. I will straight up unalive myself. There's so many options. There are so many better things that they could do. And if they go with those shit memes, then we've got issues. Also, for everybody else who joined from the raid, I am trying to get out of 305X. This has been a 4 or 5 year long strong curse. I want the little trashy guy robot to dab and hit the crit. But it has been like a 4 or 5 year long curse of me trying to get out of 350X. So if you wouldn't mind following, I'd greatly appreciate it. The closest we've gotten is 359, and then 8 people unfollowed literally right as I hit 359. So if you would, I'd really appreciate it. And then maybe once I get into 36X a month or 2 down the line, if that happens, then you can unfollow and I won't have any hard feelings. And then I can sit in 36X for, 4 or 5 years. Okay. Back to this. Honestly, it's probably true. Choose to remove a card. Let's remove a defend. Oh, shit. Did I just skip upgrading a card? I can't multitask. I can't. Okay, free. You know what? I'm not any of those 3. Dodged a bullet there. I want Echo Form. Go for the eyes, weaken, and we'll take the free 10. If I get... Ooh, that does a lot now. Honestly, if I get a Hello World... no, we're going to risk that. If I get an option or like a chance to copy a card, if we copy my genetic mutation or genetic algorithm, that is going to be sick. Okay. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and strike, and we'll gain energy next turn. Do that. Echo Form, Cold Snap. Sweet. We can play a little risky. Let's do that. Let's just get the 50 block. Do that. Do that. That. Seek would give me 2 cards, but I only have 1 left, so let's do this. Gain block equal to the number of cards in your discard pile. I need to use these potions. Ooh, wait, that's pretty good. Okay, we're gonna take Streamline just so we get some more damage. Let's see what we can buy. No sale. Upon pickup, gain 2 potion slots. When viewing your draw pile, the cards are now shown in the order. Oh, no, there's a sale. I don't think I need 2 Hello World pluses. I feel like that'll clutter my hand too much. But Secret Technique may be okay. I don't have enough to do both of those. I feel like this is worth it. And we'll just go ahead and do that. Okay. Take on the elite. I think we're... no, we're fine. We're fine. No, we're fine. We're good. We're good. We beat this. We clear this. Zap, defragment, seek. We'll get echo form. We'll just get that going. What's up, Kim? So I actually started streaming, and I've always just done it for fun, but I started streaming. I think my account started back in 2012 or 13. And I streamed off and on. I streamed quite a bit back in high school, and then it's just been off and on. As life goes, everybody gets it. Let's... Cold Snap will give me 4. This will block him permanently, and I will have 41 on this. This will give me 20 damage on top of... This is 12 and 2 Frost Orbs, plus I've got that. Let's just take this because it's better to just get that up. My genetic algorithm is sick. That's 40 damage. That's good. This will give me 4, though, every time I take unblocked damage. That'll clear this 10, 20, 30, 40. No, it won't do 40. This will do 40, though. This is 50 for 1. That's hard to beat. Oh. I messed that up bad. That's gonna hurt. Oh, well, he's dead. Question card. Future card rewards have 1 additional card. Bias cognition, that's good. This is a really bad starting hand. 20 damage. I do not have enough to block 20 damage. Not in the slightest. That is just enough to kill me, so I do need to block. These are the two things that I want to have in my hand, though, at all times. All right, we're going to play this risky. Eight, 16, 24, 32. We're good. Okay, that'll clear it. Okay. This is a skip. We don't need this. Yeah, we don't need anything in there. Get a potion, lose 6 HP. Well. I guess we might as well just take the potion. Ah! Wait. Oh, I didn't realize I had to do it twice. Oh, I'm going to lose. Whenever you play a power card, a random card in your hand costs 0. Oh, I lose. I'm toast. That's not what I needed. I take 2. Okay. Oh, this is going to be close. Okay. This gets me out of this, but this is... Wait, 8, 15... Okay, wait, I'm fine. I'm fine this turn. Oh, God. Kim, how's the new microphone? Okay, she's gonna heal. This will kill. That's worth the kill. That's probably worth doing now. Strike. 816. I probably should play this, right? Just so I get the increase in the block. No, I shouldn't because I won't get it next turn. That is a good thing to keep getting. I guess I will kill him this turn. That's super good to have. I don't... $21, $29... I messed up that order. I lost because of that. $29, $22. Yeah, that was it. That sucks. That sucks. I too struggle with this game. The problem is I struggle with this game, and I am just like so invested in it now. The Silent is the only one I'm not Ascension 2 with. I feel like I have the most difficult time with the Silent. And one of the other guys who's usually in here, I've really gotten into Bellatra lately. I've heard Bellatra's a lot of fun. But I need to stop like expanding my pool until I play the next Final Fantasy game. I need to bust out Final Fantasy 2 so I can do Final Fantasy 3. That is a very good question, though, actually. What is your favorite Final Fantasy game? Right? The only ones I am going to skip initially are the set of 7s. Except Crisis Core. 9, okay. I think those are both solid answers. I haven't played 16 yet, which I'm super excited for to get through so I can play 16. My younger brother is a super big fan of Final Fantasy, and he said 16 is like fantastic. But I'm kind of debating on whether I'm going to play maybe 15 in Japanese. And see how much I can get through on that. I think I'm that same way with Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X is like, it has such a special place in my heart from like going through and playing it when I was like 12. Even 10 too, though. Like I really liked 10 and 10 too. Like I liked Pain as an additional character. The dress spheres were obviously a little weird, but I still think 10 was like a lot of fun. Really? I think overall I really liked the game. Like I thought it was really I thought it was really solid. We're gonna do an ironclad. Maybe I can get to 3. We'll lose 8 max HP. I don't care. No longer be weakened. We're going straight through the middle. That's fair. I mean, I think that is the most important thing about it. You should check what the boss is going to be before picking the bonus. I'm going to be honest, I didn't know I could look at the map before picking the bonus. Like, actually didn't know that. You can. It's super helpful to plan out the floor before you even start. Yeah, that makes so much more sense. I'm really surprised you're the first person to mention that. Deal 9 damage, put a card from the discard pile at the top of your draw pile. Gain some block. Exhaust 1 card at random. I hate all of these cards. It's usually that I made the wrong choice in the card I picked after I picked the card. Just take 26 gold. I don't care. Take my money. Damn. That's honestly kind of how I look at it, is it's just like, I'll learn one way or another. And if it costs me having to go through runs over and over and over again, so be it. River card is exhausted. I like Thunderclap as a card. See, I'm usually over here like, ugh, whatever I can do to just make my guys strong and a one-hit wonder. Seeing red. We're going for the... I hate him. 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 A lot of mid audiences in the EU, so they're after getting here to go to bed, but a few of them would love to help you out. Oh. It was when I was streaming a lot, like a few years ago, just because of the time I'd get home from work, I had a ton of Australians. And that definitely made it... It's very interesting how, like, different countries and different time zones and stuff like that are significantly different in how everybody handles everything. But it makes, like... It's what makes streaming fun, right? Getting to interact with people. I absolutely love it. Did. North America, East Coast. Okay. I am not that. I am Mountain Time. If I recall correctly, someone said Clash is horrible. So we go Warcry. Yeah, find loot. Can I get like a... I have a real Colorado looking beard. Is that... I guess right now I am looking very Boulder. This actually came... So, prior to my year in Japan, my hair was relatively short. And then when I went and got... Oh. What's up, Katsuyoka? I couldn't remember if it was you or if it was Goody or Whoops who said it, but thank you. But after I went and got a haircut in Japan, it was very far from what I asked for, and I was too scared to go get my haircut again because it was not what I was intending. So I let it grow out. This was also very scraggly and very homeless-esque a few weeks ago. Because I fully committed, and I was like, I'm finishing my degree, and then I will cut my beard. So then I took my beard down, literally just a couple weeks ago. You just have to build for it. Make sure you can dump the skills from your hand to make it playable when drawn. Got it. I just cut my COVID hair recently up to my shoulders. Damn. Oh my, yeah, I did not realize, like, being in Japan for a year, I was like, oh, it'll be fine. And then, it's been so ass trying to find a job. Like, so bad recently. Fortunately, I just had an interview today, and I'm hoping I can finally get something. But, my ultimate plan is I'm still planning on moving back to Japan, possibly before the end of this year. So just trying to find something in the interim, but I'm also trying to finish up my cars before I go back because aside from games, aside from streaming and stuff like that, and nerdy tech stuff. Yeah, so you do need a visa. Yeah, I feel that. My God, I haven't had work in close to... It's so bad, man. So normally things like Shrug It Off are strong picks. But having Shrug It Off then draws. Make Clash much more harder to play. Got it. You do need a visa, so you need to find a company that'll sponsor a visa to move over there. But they won't hire you unless you have a degree. It doesn't matter how much work experience you have. They will not hire you unless you have a degree. It doesn't matter what the degree is in. You just have to have a degree. It's very, very weird and very, very dumb. Because Shoko, I totally get it. So funny enough, my degree is actually in marketing, but my background's in IT. Just because I figured the marketing degree would be the easiest. Much like many others, I speed ran my degrees, so I got the whole bachelor's knocked out in about 4 months, which was not to toot my own horn, but I feel like I did pretty well. Shouldn't worry about using energy to block if you can get through. If they can get through to your buffer, by the way. Oh, you're right. Everyone ever gotta love the whole pay to play system. It's so bad, man. I mean, I've been looking since I got back in November, and I've had like tons and tons of interviews, but a lot of the places are like, well, you're a little overqualified and we'd rather pay someone less money, which is just an insane thing. I like anger. Thanks. Oh, I'm still a firm believer in degrees are unnecessary. Like, I think it is completely pointless. Oh, this will be exactly 187. Wait, that was the wrong card I just grabbed. What did I just buy? That's not what I meant. Oh, if I just quit? Well, wait. If I just quit out of the game, will it let me redo this? Degrees can't account for the specifics for each position which companies should be training for, but companies in the U.S. really slack on training and just expect people to figure it out. And Nick, totally, like, right? The scientific fields I get, right? Scientifics, any scientific, like, medicine, maybe mathematics. I think those degrees maybe are a little bit more important. But, like, computer science, pretty much anything that's not those, I don't think a degree is necessary. Like, you can learn a lot about marketing. What was that noise? Okay. I just want that. I do not want this arm. But you can learn so much on the job. And, like, with any sort of, like, half-ass training, I think it's significantly better than, like, a degree. I'm in the IT field and have been working at it for 20 plus years now. And that's, like, that's exactly my point. Prior to doing, like remote support work, I was doing, I managed eBreak IFX, right, straight out of high school, and I didn't have anything like that. And then I managed that store for like 7 years. I pretty much built it from the ground up. So I learned a lot of stuff business wise, a lot of repair stuff, troubleshooting, and there's all stuff I learned on the job, which I think is just better. Let's see. I need to get rid of the 6 guy, and then this guy. And there's a very high possibility I probably never would have gone for a degree. Yeah, they 100% don't. I mean, the only reason I went and got a degree is so I could go back to Japan, right? Which is why I think WGU, that's where I got my degree from. I think it's a great option, because it is just competency based. So you can go through, like, and if you know the stuff, you can graduate fast. And if you don't know the stuff, you can take it like normal college. But it really should be like that. Double thunderclap. Ooh, I love Sundial. It's interesting times we live in. But I think Japan is one of the few places that, like, really wants you to have a degree to like enter and do anything. Because even like most of the EU, they don't really care that much anymore. I guess not care, but like it's not as much of a concern. Which I think is good, right? Because as we all know, degrees really don't fucking matter. I think another war cry is good. I should be able to kill this. I wasn't expecting to rant this much today, but I think it's good. Because I think especially for like anybody who's younger, I think this is really valuable information. Like to know you don't need to go to school. You can learn a lot of stuff on your own, right? You can, if there's something that interests you, fucking take the time and study it. And I think it's a better use of your time than going to school, because you can always get that kind of stuff later. And especially because there are companies that'll pay for degrees or pay for certificates. Like working and getting into a position where you can go to that and then have someone else pay for it as a no-brainer. Luck Cow, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We're getting closer. We're back up to, what, 353? I really appreciate it, guys. I think at the beginning of this month when I started streaming this, I was at 356. And then have moved back down to 351. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for hanging out. And obviously, thanks for joining in on the raid. I will have to shoot Mid a message or hop into one of his streams and thank him as well. But have a good rest of your night. I appreciate you hanging out. And I will hopefully see you around. I think that's what I need to do. Is I think I need to watch more people play the game, and I think that will help improve it, because I've learned pretty much everything by people backseating and failing multiple times over and over. Ooh. Yeah, I'll have to hop in and check him out. Okay, it's like on his next stream. Make sure I give him a follow before the end of the day. I like fighting this guy because I feel like he is a pushover. Now I always get 6 defense, so 6, 12, 18. We're gonna throw that just so we don't take the hit. Oh, he's phone. Fuck. I think you're right. Hard to learn the game from watching him. Well, shit. I like learning fast, so maybe it's actually better for me. You may be right. The community is great, though. They offer a lot of help and encouragement for the backseating as well. I have noticed someone else had hopped in here and they were like, you know, you're not gonna grow playing Slay the Spire, like, because it is such, I wouldn't say like a niche community, but like the community is definitely a hair smaller. But I like. Oh, really? I really like having like interactions where I can like talk with people. Like I like being able to go rant about, you know, Borderlands, Final Fantasy, fucking Degrees. Like I like that stuff better. I wouldn't. I would never want a community that's just, you know. Someone said this that I don't remember who it was, but someone, those were the words that they had thrown in, that you wouldn't grow fast, but the quality of viewer is much higher. Yeah, I don't think niche was the right word. And this is why degrees are useless. I'm just living proof that it does not matter. Yeah. Like I think that's I like I said, I'm aiming more for like, I would rather have a quality community than, you know, just full on degens or bullshit coming through. Like I don't think that that's as fun. Yeah. And like I just play what I want and I'm here to have a good time, right? Whether it's exactly. It's not like necessarily with the game, but I think you can find consistent static and live content available. Yeah. I think that the choice though overall is just the goal overall, right? Would just be have a quality group of people, right? I don't care if I have 1, 2, 3, 20 people who are here. I'm just here to have fun. Which is why it never really like, there are some games that I don't like streaming, right? Coming back to it, the game I think I play the most or have played the most overall, besides like Monster Hunter, if we're talking like PC, I have the most amount of time out of any of the games I own in Counter-Strike. And it's not by a little bit, it is by a lot. Oh, this is going to be close, isn't it? But I think more or less of it is just having like a consistent schedule and fitting in. Some friends you would love. Or I would love. Yeah. Okay, 40 damage. This is probably where I want to do this. Clear. No worries, Nick. I appreciate you like chatting and hanging out. Have a good walk or time taking the dog out. Let's put a strike on top. I'll take the 2. $16. Let's take that. That's fine. Every 2 times you shuffle your draw pile, gain 2 energy. Okay. It would have made more sense to not block there, huh? Okay, 69. 15, 12, 10. Seven puts me at 14. Ooh, this is going to be really close. $16, $11. I can't hit him this turn. Because I can't kill him, right? Wait. 12, 21. Wait, can I kill him? 3, 6, 9, 12. I win. Ooh, feed. Gain energy at the start, shuffle 2 wounds. Okay, I pick up this. I remove 2 strikes. 2 swords. This is the big guy, right? This is the champion? Right? I think I need to take this path. I hate this fucker. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm not letting him take the championship belt. It is now mine. Let's put feedback on top. We'll just do that. Try minimizing a little bit. But first, he must get some punk. Let's rip that. Let's rip a war cry. Put feedback on the top. Oh, this is gonna hurt. I feel like I always get rolled by this dude. I assumed it was a WWE reference. My gut was telling me it was a WWE reference. I'm not a WWE enjoyer, so most of those went over my head minus the championship belt. Just to be transparent. I think I'm going to lose. Yeah, I really think I'm going to lose. Thank God for anger. That's good to have. So I should stop playing Anger? Ooh, Inflame. I feel like Inflame is a good option here. The problem is it's a 0-cost strike, just a strike. So it sucks basically, and adding more of them into your deck doesn't make it better unless you have Pommel Strikes, Shrug It Off, etc. that draws more cards. Speak of the devil. Cards which exhaust when played will instead discard 50% of the time. That's not bad. I feel like this run is just cooked. Do that. I don't know if that was the right move. Another one? We're gonna just do this to try and mitigate. Wait, this is good. I think I kill here. Dude, all these draws are ass. Maybe there's a good card on sale. There was not a good card on sale. Gotta take offering. We're just gonna go full in on trying to make myself strong. I don't think I'm gonna get far, but we're gonna send it. Oh, I'm definitely gonna die here. I hate this thing so much. This is gonna be it. 13. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't realize I had. Ooh, wait. So I take 10 this turn. You do keep missing your Helix and Oriaculum. Yeah. I need to be smarter. It almost killed. We're gonna heal. I don't think I can take the double elite, so we're gonna go single elite. Negate the next 2 curses you obtain. Smith. I think we upgrade the second in flame. Like for example, against Guardian, you can play 1 defend for 5 blocks, strike twice, and take 3 thorns damage each time. For 1 damage to your HP, you get 6. One damage for HP, you get 6 block in a turn, anyways. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Okay, wait. That's good because now it would have been better if I had a strike card, but oh, that was not good actually. Juggernaut before Rage. Okay. It's going to do 18 damage. This will apply vulnerable. Oh no, 24. I lose. Right, because I'll get 6, that'll be 20. This will give me, I lose. Ah! Fuck. Not a great one. Not a great one in the slightest. There's a card that's really solid against Guardian Act 1 and Snake Plant, Chosen, and the Guy You Died To, and Avocado. What card is that? Man. Not good runs today. The one you saved and quit to not buy. That's my luck. All right. I got to take some quick notes here. 1. Fix yo damn alerts. So as far as it goes, the only ones that didn't work were the raid, right? The follow ones worked. The raid alert did not work. Need to fix that. How, you may ask? I don't know. But it's something that I need to fix because it's broken. It's very broken. So Act 2 is pretty much every fight is either multiple enemies at a time or 1 to 2 enemies that multi-strike. So Disarm is really good against most of the enemies you can fight there, including 2 or 3 of the elites. This is good to know. This game is so hard. Mizukashi. There's sometimes I play this and I think I'm getting better, and I'm like, man, that was easy. Easy move through. And then there are other times I like go through a round and I'm like, man, that was the most difficult thing I've ever done in my fucking life. Ugh. Snake Plant is always 8x3 right, so upgrade Disarm is 6 free block every time it attacks forever. Oh. 9 free block. Oh. This is good to know. This has been one of those games that I've also played offline a little bit, so I think I need to watch some stuff. I think I'm almost at a point where I feel like watching stuff would be better. But honestly, also, I like learning this way too. I like learning by banging my head against the wall. I think it's the inner Counter-Strike player in me, where I'm like, you know what I could do? I could look up information and how to do this, and things that would be very beneficial and probably help make it easier. But instead, I'm going to sit here and bash my head against the wall trying to figure out how to do it. And it ain't working. It ain't working at all. Which I guess is fine. But hey, you know, I've had some runs with the 5 disarms. One of my favorite cards for Clad, although I don't love Clad in general. I think I just need to keep playing a little bit, right? I think as I play more, I think I'll get better. But I know this was a quick, shorter stream today. However, this will not be the end of this. And this will still be something I'm going to play, oh, damn camera, probably pretty frequently. But I do want to also continue my Final Fantasy runs. Really? Honestly, that makes sense. I still think the Silent is the hardest one. There's just so much. I've done a few more runs with the Silent, and I still can't beat Ascension 1 with it. Hey, Seven. We are probably wrapping up here. We were playing some Slay the Spire again because I'm partially addicted. And just you know, just chilling. How have you been, Seven? Most of his cards amount to do some damage and maybe another minor effect. It's so fun. That's the problem. Like, I don't know why I'm enjoying it so much. But God, it's one of those games too. Like, I'll be like, right before bed, I'm like, you know what? I could just go do one run. Like, I could just go bust a run out real quick. Yeah, dude, like, when you have a group thing and people don't fucking work on something or help out with it, it sucks so bad. Most of his cards do some damage to a minor effect, and when doing damage doesn't win you the fight right away, you should take a bunch of damage trying to close the fight out. I think I just need to think things through a little bit better. Kutsuyoka. Like, once I start doing that, I think I'll probably I'm close, right? I'm close to just having that like breakthrough, and I'll just be like, I get it now. But yeah, this game is so much fun. Like, I actually love it so much. I'm just really bad at it, right? But okay, wait, maybe I'm not like super bad at it, but I think maybe I'm like just bad at it. I do have 29 hours in it. I do almost have 30 hours in it now, which is kind of crazy that I just started playing it like 2 weeks ago. But it's one of those games that I just like, I keep coming back to, and I just have a ton of fun playing it. Like, it's been a while since I've had a game where I'm like actively itching to like play it. Like, there are a lot of games that I play on stream that I was like, I want to play, but like outside of streaming, like, it wasn't something that I was like itching to like constantly play. Like, it wasn't something that I was like, man, I'm so excited to like just go play this. Or you're like, you know, maybe I could just play it offline. 40 hours for a single win is crazy. If that's the case, maybe I am just a gamer, you know. But moving it up, I think it's gonna be a break soon from it, and I think I'm gonna continue doing the Final Fantasy games. And who knows what else is coming up for sale on the Waste Your Money sale, or Expand Your Library and Not Play Game sale. That is just coming up now. So there may be something I pick up in this. But there are also games, if anybody's looking for games that they should play. Borderlands 3 being $3 is pretty solid. I think it is worth $3. You will definitely get more than 3 hours of playtime. Oh, really? So I was... the goal was I'm playing through all of the Final Fantasy games. So I've started with 1. I finished that a little while ago, before I like went full off. Me too. There's really not like anything crazy. Like I said, Borderlands 3 being $3 is probably worth, right? I go by the old... I can't skip straight to Final Fantasy X. As much as I'd love to, I can't do it. But I've always gone by the rule of if I can get $1 per hour out of the game, it was worth buying. So as long as I get... Right, if I pay $3 for a game, I want 3 hours out of it. I think that's fair. If I pay $60 for a game, I realistically want 60 hours out of a game. Ooh, I have that on Switch, but I hate playing my Switch. I feel like it's a waste of everything. It just sucks, man. The Switch is such a... The Switch 1 was such a bad... Like, not a bad console, but I really just do not enjoy playing on the Switch. Like, I'm a big Monster Hunter fan. Playing Rise on the Switch, awful. Generations Ultimate, different story. I like that a lot. Same. Like, I have barely touched my Switch. I brought it with me when I was moving to Japan, and I was like, oh, I could play Mega Man or Monster Hunter on the flight. And I didn't. I didn't touch either of them. Ultimate was fun, but I prefer playing Melee over Ultimate. I can't help it. I like Melee better, but... Well, Mercenaries Tactic games, those are pretty decent Final Fantasy Tactic standards. I wonder if I can find the Tower Defense Crystal Chronicles, because I played that a ton on PSP too. But, so, we're gonna... I think I'm going to take a break from Slay the Spire, and I think the next stream, after I go do some more filming and finish up my next car project, I think I'm going to start Final Fantasy 2. No, actually. I'm trying to get the handle switched over, and if you Google it that way, it does show up. But for whatever reason, there's something wrong with the link. Let me just throw that in here. I was trying to get my socials button to work. That's the stream on YouTube. As I was talking about earlier, I like being able to back up because I personally kind of just lurk in streams. I don't talk all that much. And if I need to like go away, I like being able to pause and like just playing at 2x speed to catch back up. So that's more or less why I've streamed on YouTube. But I am working on some automotive content. I'm really, really big into my cars. Crystal Chronicles was on the Xbox Game Store. Might be on Switch too. Still got it on my 360 somewhere. Ooh. That was fun. Like, the Tower Defense game was fun. Especially because Bloons was popular around that era. Like, Bloons Tower Defense 3. Playing Final Fantasy, Bloons Tower Defense was just awesome. But so, I'm really big into my cars. I think it is a good thing to force people to move to Windows 11. However, I completely disagree with Windows 11 forcing so much stuff onto people, which is why I... definitely have always paid for the software and have never ever used a different tool to disable features of Windows 11 to de-bloat it and disable like TPM 2.0 or things like that. Never. But it's like it's the same thing with like Windows 7 when it went unsupported. There were so many people who were like, "Well, I love Windows 7, blah blah blah," and I was like, "You really can't say you love Windows 7. Like, if you've had to reinstall Windows 7, and go fetch like every single driver and everything like that, like you don't get internet access on the start. So if you like restart your computer or reinstall Windows, and you didn't get your fucking Ethernet driver or your Wi-Fi driver, and you're just like, well, don't have my CD, don't have a USB stick with it, gotta go find somebody else's computer and figure out some way to connect to the internet to fucking load my shit-ass driver so I can connect to the internet. It sucked. Like, Windows 10 just being able to pull everything natively was great. And honestly, Windows 11 is really not that bad. Personally, I use a MacBook, and I think there's a lot of features that are good in Windows 11 that are similar to Mac OS. So honestly, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think, especially because, obviously, I'm not saying do this, but there are literally built-in ways to activate Windows that you can find on GitHub that's owned by Microsoft. So, you know, this is just one of those things. I think it had way too many issues up front, and I still think that it's kind of ass that, like, upgrading doesn't work and a fresh install is, like, pretty much the only way to get Windows to work accurately, or not accurately, Windows to work efficiently. But I do think it's improved a ton over the last couple years. That's true, but like, since KMS is like a thing that exists, not saying that I use it, but KMS is a thing, the script that's on GitHub, you know, like it takes like 2 seconds. And I'm for that, right? I don't think you should, I don't think the operating system should be charged for. Like, realistically, the only people that should be charged for it are enterprise customers. Like, that's where all the money's made. I don't think that's why they give really any fucks about, like, people pirating or using KMS or anything like that. It's because the enterprise people are where all the money's made. Where was I going with this? Oh, car stuff. So cars are like a very important like thing for me. I actually just finished up building a drift car, and the video turned out horrible, but I'm still going to upload it just to get it out of there. And I hope that the next one that I'm doing is going to be quite a bit better. For people who've been here for a while, know I'm pretty into my cars, but the ones I'm into are BMWs. They're my favorite. I love them. I'm absolutely so overworking on Chevys. They are just tired of it. It sucks. Is what it is. I think this is the sign that I'm actually like a car enthusiast, because I hate working on them, but I do love cars. But I'm hoping to get that rendered out tonight, and then that will probably go live tomorrow. Yeah. I think that's the plan. And then, like I said, I think the goal for next week is probably going to be start Final Fantasy 2. I think the average time to finish that game is about 20 hours, so if I have a couple long streams like Slay the Spire length, I may be able to knock it out in 2 or 3. Obviously, I think 1 and 2, 1, 2, and 3, I don't think are all that crazy of games. 4 and 5, I think, are a little bit better. 6 is pretty good. Obviously, 7 falls into a weird category. Not U7, but Final Fantasy 7. I think Final Fantasy 7 is in this weird... It is a very, very good game, but I think it is also almost to this point overhyped. Which is, I think, why that is going to be the one game I'm probably going to skip over. Is Final Fantasy 7, with the exception of maybe Crisis Core. And then I may come back and visit like the remasters and Integrate and Rebirth and stuff like that after. I honestly think I may like some of the like side stuff for Final Fantasy 7 a little bit better. Like I feel like Dirge of Cerberus definitely deserves like a remake or something like that. But I just feel like that they really nailed the characters for Final Fantasy 7, and that's why it's so loved. It's not really that, you know, it's significantly better of a game than this or that. I just think that the characters that they made for it are really solid. Like, they are very loved characters, and I think there's not really like a super disliked character in it, you know? Even with like Crisis Core, Genesis Angeal, Zack, like I think all of them were really, really good characters too. So I may do Crisis Core as a substitute for 7. Then 8, 9, 10, and 10-2, we're going to do both of those. Obviously, we're going to skip 11 because MMO. 12, we're going to play the Zodiac Age. I haven't played that one in a long time. And then 13, I actually is one of the few games that I did not play. Mainly because I played it on 360. And for anybody who also tried playing it on 360 would know that the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful 4-disc adventure of 360 was hell. It was the worst thing ever. Like, having to get up in the middle of stuff to like swap the disc was so shitty. I am jealous of the PlayStation people for that and that alone. Other than that, I think the 360 was still a better console. But I honestly kind of liked the characters in 13. It was just more of, I played them when I was super sick. Or I played 13 when I was super sick, and I never finished it because I was like incredibly sick, and then I couldn't get out of bed to like swap the disc, and then I just got better and then moved on and never played it. Or maybe my disc 4 was damaged or something. Obviously that game came out a long time ago, so don't remember 100%, but I never finished it, and I didn't play 2 or Lightning Returns. So all 3 of those are going to be in this. I haven't actually played Final Fantasy 14. It's something I may do, but obviously I want to finish all of the like story-driven ones first. And I have played 15 more recent, so that one's going to be a toss-up because it's not like a long game, but I don't know if it's worth... maybe it is worth playing through. I kind of like 15. I think Noctis was a cool character. And then we'll finish it off with Final Fantasy 16, which apparently I've been playing 14 off and on for 12 years, I think. Damn. That's crazy. But I mean, then again, like I said earlier, I've been playing Counter-Strike for the better part of 10 years. I always was really into shooters. I never played MMOs or anything growing up. I did play a lot of Diablo 2. My best friend growing up, his aunt, he was talking to her about how, like, we couldn't afford it. I've got a ton of brothers and sisters, but we couldn't afford getting it, and he like told her that, and she went out of her way because I was just like adopted family, and she bought it for me for my birthday or something like that. So it was super cool. So I played a lot of Diablo 2. That's crazy. Honestly, I respect it. The MMO grind is not for me, but the people who do it, like, you are all dedicated, and I think it's fucking crazy. But then I'm like, I don't understand how people can do it, and then I have like 2,200 hours in Counter-Strike, and it's like, that is literally the same thing over and over and over and over and over. But I did get ranked pretty high in my premiere this season, so I am top 5%, which is cool. That's fair. I have a lot of friends who are like that, and honestly, hats off to them. I think it's also kind of like a mutual respect thing. Like, I fully expect my friends to make fun of me for having 2,400 or 2,200 hours in Counter-Strike, right? But if they do that, they need to know I will also make fun of them for playing MMOs. And then I will probably end up playing an MMO at some point, and then I need to hope I don't get super into it. But 14 is on the list because my younger brother's really into it. I think story-driven games are good. I think that's why Final Fantasy and like Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, I think those all have like such a good special place in my heart, specifically because of that. But once we get all those, so this like Final Fantasy run probably will take like the better part of 2 months, maybe 3 months. And then we'll rip through the Kingdom Hearts games. And then we've got a few other things that are like possibly lined up, right? I either want to play through all the Persona games, or it's the Yakuza games, and I may do those while drinking because apparently they're just a blast and they're funny. So I don't know. Those also may happen when I go back to Japan. So possibility of that. It's all kind of up in the air. I'm not 100% sure. But I have all of them. It's just now needing to play all of them. And I think I may also rate them after I go through and do it. So I've only played Skyrim, and I played it on 360 years and years and years ago, and it was fun, but I feel like I didn't enjoy it that much. I don't know. I also feel like I'd probably be really into MMOs based on like my taste in playing Monster Hunter. Like the grindy games, it's weird in the sense that like MMOs, I'm like, that's so much grind you have to put into it. And then I'm like, well, I could go hunt the same monster for 15 hours to get one piece, and it's perfectly fine. But who knows? But at least for now, I may with like MMOs. We'll see. We'll see what happens. When I go through all of the Final Fantasy games, maybe 14 will be the final boss of it, and we'll rip through 14 after we do 16 and see how it is. But it's still kind of all up in the air. I don't really have an answer or an order or anything like I'm picking, but we're here for the ride, right? You know, we're here to experience all the games, and I think playing all the Final Fantasy games too, like close in order, I think will give me a good idea of actually how good the games are versus how much of it is just nostalgia pill. And also playing them in order, like getting the difference of like how they improve, I think is also going to be a really good thing. And I think it'll also give me a definitive answer on which games actually are good and which ones held up, versus which ones are just fully nostalgia pilled and aren't any better or anything like that. And it's just me going, I love this game when I was 12 years old, and it's the best game ever. I am doing the Pixel remasters. So I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on Game Boy. I didn't play them on NES, but I played them on Game Boy Advance. I think I still have the cartridges for most of them. And then I've definitely played 6, but I don't remember a lot about 6. 6, 9, 8. I've definitely played them, but it's been a long time. But like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those ones are like stuck in my head. There's also a few Yu-Gi-Oh games on Game Boy Advance that like drove me insane that I never beat. I think Kefka is a good villain. But I think, like I said, I've got to get my shop in order to then move some things around and at least start. I need to fix the focus on this thing and get the some of the starting filming for the next car I'm fixing. A little sneak peek for here. So I bought an auction X5 that I'm fixing. I have no idea what's wrong with it. I bought it sight unseen and shipped it here, and we're gonna see how it goes. I bought it as a tow rig for a few of the older BMWs I have, but who knows what's wrong with it, and who knows how long it's gonna take, and we'll find out if it was a bad purchase or not. But that's what's coming up on that now that this Corvette's all taken care of. Yeah, I'm gonna quit rambling. I need to go eat because it is 8 o'clock, and get some rest actually, because I did not sleep well last night. I do also have a Discord. Updates on there are a little few and far between. I do need to go through and update my Discord. So for the time being, I would say maybe follow over on, maybe not X, I don't know. Hit the bell notification, right? That's a great option. It'll notify you when I go live. I don't really have a set schedule at this point, just because I've been in between school and side work of fixing cars while looking for a job. So once I have something a little bit more stable, I will be able to get a more or less fixed schedule, and then you'll know where to find me. But does anybody have any channels they'd like to recommend for a raid? I'm open to suggestions on the Twitch side. If not, we can end the train, and then all of the people who may have fallen asleep here can sleep in peace. Oh, did my YouTube stream die? Oh, no. And for everybody who is watching and hanging out on YouTube, thank you again. We're trying to get, like I said, into those triple digits over there and trying to get into the 3.6x. It would be cool to do it before my birthday, not hold my breath. just a small goal, but that is coming up. But if we don't have any suggestions, I don't see anybody, and I don't have any like backups for someone who I know is maybe safe. I also don't have a raid message because I just exist. Easy enough. Oh, that's super cool. Quite a few of my friends actually live up in Canada, so what is this follow button? What? What? Close this. / raid. That worked. Raid has been created. Cool. Well, thank you everybody over on Twitch for hanging out. Mid, obviously, I will try and thank him next time I see him. It's been super fun. Thanks everybody for hanging around. Thanks everybody who followed. I hope to see you around sometime. And yeah, I hope everybody has a good rest of their night, evening, day, morning, depending on where you are. And we will see you next time, guys. Have a good one. And just come up with something for the raid message. I don't really have anything. Okay, bye.
Length nails, and he'd run around with a giant pair of scissors. Welcome in, Sanction XB. Thank you so much for the raid.